Alright guys, the SCT200 is on to its next stage of its build, and this is a part which we don't sort of generally think about, but we're actually going to do on this car, and we're talking about window tinting and paint protection. So we're actually going to take this down to Tint House in Thornley. So they're just down the road from us. They're the experts in all things tinting and paint protection, and they're actually going to be installing a clear wrap onto the paint of this car. We've had other cars in the past where we've used ceramic coating and other paint protection types. We're really keen to see what the clear film does. We've used it in a few other applications, and we're also going to get some darker tinting on this car. There's a whole stack of reasons why we've chosen to go the way we're going with, but we're actually going to get the guys from Tint House in Thornley to explain why we're doing what we're doing and go through the pros, cons, and everything else. So this is a really exciting part. You guys will love to see what they're going to do to it and why you should consider investing in this sort of protection for your car. So I'm with Daniel. Daniel's the owner of Tint House, and he's actually going to run through some of the stuff that we're doing to the SCT200. So we've got two things. We've got tinting going on, and we've got a paint protection film.
Yep, absolutely.
So let's go into the tinting. Why? It's a new car. It's got tinting already installed on it. So Toyota obviously do tinting. Why are we going with a new tint over the car than standard?
Okay, so basically at the moment you have a privacy glass on the rear of the vehicle.
Yep.
So privacy glass gives exactly that. So it gives you privacy. So it's not actually a tint on the glass. It's actually a dye in the glass, which offers privacy.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't actually offer much in the terms of, in a way of heat rejection, however.
Yep.
So what we're going to do today is we'll be doing the ceramic clear on the rear of the car, and also a darker film on the front to try to match in the privacy glass as best as possible.
Nice.
So what that will do, that'll actually give you about 87% infrared heat rejection.
Yeah, right.
And
okay.
65% total solar energy rejection. So it's pretty huge.
That's massive. And four-wheel drive, so four-wheel drive traditionally, as everyone that's watching this would know, four-wheel drives are carrying fridges. We're carrying a lot more electrical components than a lot of general your family day-to-day cars, even high-end European cars. I've got a fridge that we sit in the back of that. I carry my dogs everywhere, as a lot of people know. How obviously that's going to help in that regard.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. I mean, typically people with those types of vehicles are spending long periods of time in it.
Yep.
So you're not sort of just commuting down to your local shopping centre and so forth. You're spending hours upon hours driving in the car. So massive difference there. Some people are even sleeping in their cars in the four-wheel drives and so forth. They've kitted them out to sleep in. So makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys will know I just did a couple of weeks with the Off-Road Adventure Show. We were out went up to Cameron's Corner. Some of the days was hitting 48-degree days. And you saw the number of fridges and everything else that we're sort of running in it. So in those sorts of environments is obviously where this sort of stuff is coming in.
Massive difference.
Huge
difference.
Nice.
So your air conditioner is going to work a lot more efficiently. Obviously, it's these days they're all climate controlled.
Yep.
So they're trying to maintain 22 degrees or whatever it is that you've set it at. So you're stopping a lot of the heat transferring through the glass. A lot of it. Most of the heat that comes into the cabin of the car comes through the glass of the vehicle.
Yep.
So we're going to cut that out pretty much altogether.
Nice.
Yep.
And probably the big question: not all tinting's the same.
Correct.
So what sort of levels can people be looking at in terms of their tinting?
So there's no apples for apples in terms of window tint. So there's a few different options available that we have. So there's a metallized option, which is like an intermediate option. Then you've got your entry level, which is a carbon window tint. Cool. And you've also got your ceramic window tint, which is a premium, which we're doing on obviously the four-wheel drive today.
Nice.
So ceramic meaning it's got a nano ceramic layer, which is going to reject a lot more heat as opposed to your standard orthodox tints. So if you look at your entry level films, like your carbon window tints, you're looking at about a 9% infrared heat rejection. Whereas with the ceramic, you're looking at 87% infrared heat rejection.
Nice, unreal. And then we're also doing a paint protection film on the car. So this is something not many people would know of the concept of it. Yes. There's a lot of different paint protection things on the market. You've got your ceramic coats. You've also then got your sort of magnetized systems that can go down the side of the car. We've decided to skip all of that. Come to the experts. What are we throwing onto this car to protect it?
Alrighty, so we're using industry-leading Suntek Ultra paint protection film,
or
PPF as it's commonly known. Self-healing top coat on it. So basically you get light scratches, twig branches and scuffs down the side of the car, which are quite common in four-wheel drives, I presume. it's basically going to self-heal. So first of all, it will protect the paint, most importantly.
Yep.
So any scratches that you do get, you'll get in the film, not so much in the paintwork itself. And if they don't penetrate through the top healing coat, the top coat on the PPF, it'll basically self-heal when exposed to heat from the sun.
That's unreal. So in terms of a vinyl wrap or something, how does this sort of thing differ from people just applying a vinyl wrap thinking that'll give a bit of protection on the car?
Yeah, so vinyl wrap doesn't really offer anything in the way of protection. It's more for aesthetic purposes. So you're more looking at colour change.
Yep.
But in terms of actual protection, it offers very little to none. So it chips easy, it stains easy. Vinyl manufacturers only give 12-month warranty.
Yep.
And it's literally against delamination, bubbling and lifting. That's it.
Right, okay.
So you're not actually going to get any protection against stone chips, scratches, staining or anything like that.
Yeah, right.
So PPF or paint protection film is the most comprehensive way to protect your vehicle. So it's popular in the way of, on a lot of like sports cars and so forth. People do the whole car in it, if you're tracking the car or something like
Yep.
that. Or even a lot of mum and dad buyers now are doing the front ends, so the impact zone of the car. Any area that's exposed to stone chips.
Okay.
So your bumper bar, your bonnet, your headlights, your mirror casings, all those areas get done, all the forward-facing areas.
So there's some pretty sick cars downstairs. There's a new M3 I think it is down there. There's a Rexy down there. We've seen some other absolutely mint cars down there.
Yep.
It's a bit unusual that we've rolled a 200 series Land Cruiser into the workshop.
Oh, not really. You'd be surprised. So it's the second one this week.
Second one. Well, there we go. There, we're on the cusp of something. It's going to get more busy.
It is. It's definitely getting more and more common.
But in this, we're not doing the front and we're not doing the whole car. What are we actually focusing on?
We're doing the sides. So basically, you guys have approached me and said, we're getting a lot of scratches and scuffs down the side. What can you do to help out?
Yep.
This is the best way to protect against that. So we're basically going to do the complete sides of the car, anywhere was exposed to twigs and branches and scuffs and scratches and so forth.
Nice. And then in terms of a lifespan, what sort of lifespan can we expect out of this?
So there's a 10-year warranty on it.
Yep.
So Suntek Ultra, US manufactured film, they offer a 10-year warranty against bubbling, peeling, lifting and discoloration.
Which is unreal.
So yeah, look, I mean, if they're offering a 10-year warranty, my thoughts would be that it's going to last a lot longer than that.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, worst comes to worst, the whole thing can be peeled off and reapplied.
Removed. Yep. So basically, we use a steamer, we remove the product and reapply.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
Well, worst case, you peel it off, get rid of all those scuffs and everything like that, and the thing looks brand new. So,
exactly, mate.
But you're actually going to show us. We're going to duck down there. The boys are working on the car at the moment, so we're going to duck down there, go and have a look at some of the stuff they're doing. So yeah, let's go
check it out.
Let's do it.
Cool.
So Daniel, we've been walking around, and something actually caught my eye, which is just sitting on my left. Four drivers and anyone that's into cars love customising their cars. As four drivers, we do it a lot by putting bull bars and different rooftop tents and all that sort of stuff on. But we love to personalise them even more, and this just looks absolutely wicked. Can you tell me what this is?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So this is a satin PPF. So very similar to what we've been looking at with the clear paint protection film, but it's a satin finish. So it's actually a clear wrap which is frosted.
Yeah,
so
right.
it'll turn any sort of paint finish to a frozen satin look. So the cool thing about it is it customises the car, as you mentioned, but still offers that same level of protection against stone chips, scratches and scrapes. Super durable, doesn't stain, scratch resistant, self-healing top coat, but looks really wild.
It's wicked, and so obviously you can go on any colour. So guys, if you didn't get that, it was a black BMW, still is a black BMW, it's just got an unreal matte finish.
Yeah, so if you look at the paint colour inside the doors, it's actually still the factory gloss finish. Yep. So if we have a look in here, that was the former colour.
Yeah, which is
hasn't changed the colour at all. It's just basically turned it into a satin finish. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love
a lot of heads.
Yeah, I love my white Land Cruiser, but I tell you what, if I'd gotten it black, I reckon it'd have a bit of this going on it.
I reckon, mate, 100%. It just gives it that sinister, really cool look.
Yeah.
And as you said, customises it, but still you're still getting the same level of protection.
Right. And you've done, speaking to the guys, you guys have done it with a Ranger. Was it an orange Ranger that it just made it absolutely pop?
So we do like quite a few sort of utility vehicles and 4-wheel drives. I think it's getting more and more popular, as you mentioned before. Yeah. We've done orange ones, we've done blue ones, and pretty much any colour, in my opinion, looks good. Yeah, nice. I'm a firm believer that it just frozen looks better on every car. That's me anyway. So this is my personal car. It turns a lot of heads, and obviously we get a lot of clients asking about it, and it's pretty cool.
The only problem with walking around somewhere like this is you get too many ideas. And,
it's a problem.
And yeah, but anyway, come and show us what else is around here. We'll have a quick run through. So you got four bays
So
that you operate in here. So obviously this one here, which looks absolutely unreal.
Yep.
So what are they for?
Okay, so this is our correction bay. So we do all our paint corrections in here. We've got, like we said, we've got the really nice looking hexagrid lighting on the roof there. It looks visually pretty splendid, but at the same time, it also serves a very valuable purpose. So it gives us the opportunity to inspect the paintwork up close, remove any sort of micro imperfections and so forth while we're buffing the vehicle.
Nice.
So all of our paint corrections get carried out in this bay here. It also doubles up as a bit of a delivery bay for clients. They love to get nice photos of their cars taken under the lights here. We take them all with the digital cameras and email them through to them afterwards. So it gives them a nice little memory of their experience with Tint House.
We're used to playing in the mud. It's unusual to find somewhere so clean.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's that bay there. So this is basically correction and delivery bay.
Nice.
Obviously our name is Tint House and we do a lot of tinting as well. We've got two purpose-built tint bays here. Tint being sort of a volume product. You know, it only takes a couple of hours to sort of tint a car. So we'll have cars coming in and out of the next two bays quite frequently. So diffuse lighting in here, which is optimal for window tinting. Glass peeling boards on the side walls there. They're all climate controlled. Dust-free environment. We've still got all the shutters on all these bays here. Shutters work as follows.
Yeah, right.
So drops it all down if we want to keep it nice and dust-free in there. Also enables us to adjust the climate in there as well. And so they're all climate controlled completely.
And block out noisy team members.
Block out noisy team members as well. So the beauty of it is we've got the perspex on the front there, so it still allows a lot of natural light to come through.
Yep.
So it doesn't affect visibility while the boys are working on the cars. So as I said, two tint bays. We've got a really cool BMW M3 here at the moment, which we're doing.
Guys, these are brand new, just released, and this is one of the first, well, will be one of the very, very first M3s out on the road in Australia, and you guys have got it in here, getting work done on it.
And it's not the first one we've done either, so.
They are wicked car.
Yeah, so we're doing a full front PPF on this one here, so the clear protection wrap.
Yep.
It's a really cool colour, it's quite unique, so didn't want to go with the frosted finish. So full front PPF, so the impact zone of the car.
Nice.
Headlights, bumper bar, bonnet, front guards and mirror casings. And also ceramic window tint as well.
Unreal.
So yeah, and
beautiful. And then finally the big 200 under work. Right, so 200's behind us. The guys have already been started working on it, but what are they actually doing to it?
So getting it all prepared. So we've already taken the car out and we've washed it.
Yep.
Given it a clay bath down, so to remove any contamination off the paintwork. We're now stripping it all down.
Yep.
So as you can see down the side of the vehicle, we've removed the door handles. So all ready for the application, so we can get a nice flush, even application on there as well. So we remove whatever we can to try to wrap it as seamlessly as possible.
Yeah, nice.
I noticed there was a few scratches on the side of the car.
Yeah, so we've taken this car out. People would know we take this car out everywhere, but it's been out for just a couple of real short trips, no massive ones. But yeah, obviously you guys have found a few pinstripe things already on the car.
It doesn't take long.
No.
No. Bit of paint correction work required on it, so we've got Kurt around the other side doing a bit of light buffing on it now to remove those pinstripe scratches as you mentioned.
Yep.
So we're just basically preparing the surface, so when we do apply the PPF, we're getting it to the best possible condition before we apply it.
Yeah, okay. So what, in regards to, and this might be an easier question, what about second-hand cars? A car that's 5 years old or something like that. Will this allow that application to still work?
Absolutely, yeah. So paint correction is a big component of a used vehicle, so never too late to do it, but obviously as new as possible.
Far easier when it's new.
That's right, you can't really buff stone chips out, unfortunately. But look, like scratches and so forth and swirls, we can definitely do that.
Yep.
And that's what Kurt's doing now, so as you can see where Kurt's buffed the paintwork, it's a million times better.
Yeah, nice.
By the time we put the PPF on, it'll be as good as new again.
So buffing's next, obviously clean, clay balm, buffing, where are we up to? What do we get to next?
So after that we'll isopropyl alcohol the whole vehicle down, and then we'll start the application of the paint protection film. Unreal.
Nice little bay here. So what do we got? You got a few different lights. It's like a filming studio or something going on here.
So it's purpose built for vehicle wrapping. So you'll notice it's down the end of the studio. So we've got it furthest away from the roller door, so we've got less dust travelling down. You know, the Helanova lights up the sides there, they serve a really good purpose. They replicate natural sunlight, which illuminates the paintwork to the point where we can see all the contamination in it. We'll make sure we flush it all out before we apply the film.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we've got, sitting behind us is a nice little blue WRX.
Yeah, so here's one we prepared earlier. So
TV special.
This one a couple of days ago now. As you can see, there's still a few little edges that we're still tucking around. That's basically, this whole vehicle has been PPF'd, or paint protection filmed. So
it's what surprised me was actually how, can I touch it? Is that all right?
Yeah, you can touch
it. How thick it is. It's, you sort of think of vinyls being really thin, or sort of a film being very, very thin, but it's actually really thick.
And that is the difference between vinyl and PPF. So it's about 4 times thicker than your average vinyl. So vinyl is around 50 microns. This stuff's around 190 microns thick.
Yeah,
so, a lot more durable. The material itself is a lot more flexible. So it's absorbent. And as I mentioned before, it's still got that self-healing top coat in it as well. So it's going to stop those scratches from, the spider webbing scratches that you get usually from wash marks and so forth.
Yeah, right. Guys, I love my car, as you all know, and everyone else that's probably watching this loves their car. It's their pride and joy. This stuff is just absolutely cracking. It's blowing my mind, the installation of this. So yeah, really cool.
It's pretty impressive stuff.
We're not going to show obviously the whole process because this is going to take days. I mean, the car's already been here 2 days and we've got another few days to go. So it won't be quick, but yeah, check out some of the footage that we've got going on. We'll also have a quick look around the workshop, and yeah, guys, get in touch with Tint House for all of your tint work. You guys have got a website, phone number?
Yep. So you can go on to www.tinthouse.com.au. Check us out on there. Contact form information, details on there, or give me a call on 0406 631 332. Shoot me a message and we can look after all your needs.
Yep. Guys, I can't stress there's no agreement between us and Daniel. We just approached them for some professional advice on how to look after the car, and they've been unreal from start to finish. Welcomed us into their workshop. I'm sure they'd love to show you around as well. So yeah, give them a call and check this place out. It's absolute ripper.